What's up, everybody? Joe White here, and I'm going to be going over the AEW Dynamite show from Wednesday, May 29th. They were in Los Angeles at the Kia Forum, and this show had its good, and it also had a lot of bad, mainly from a production standpoint. There was a lot of audio issues. The commentators kept getting the names of the titles wrong. Um, there was one spot in the show where we thought we were going to get a uh, Stephanie Vakir promo, and then oh no, we're gonna get a Moxley video package, and oh we it's crazy. I think at one point they were like, oh we're gonna go to we're gonna go take a special look at Moxley's match from last weekend. Oh no, we're gonna take a look at Stephanie Vakir. Then we got the Moxley promo shown on the screen. Then we got Stephanie Vakir, and it's just like, golly, guys, can you not get your shit together? That is like some TNA from 2013 kind of bad. Dare say WCW 2000 bad. Mercedes Moné opened up the show, kicking it off. TBS title celebration. I'm sorry. The neckbeards in the crowd, the idiot fans from AEW could chant her name and chant CEO, and she's just not over with me, guys. She is just not over with me. The stuff Julia Hart did, however, was great. I liked that part of it, but this whole thing, she spent half her promo talking about Stokely Hathaway and Chris Statlander and how Willow is going to come back. Why'd she go away? We don't know. Apparently, we could sell some beatdowns, but we can't sell others. Um, so Willow apparently is going to be out for a while, and Stokely comes out there, or Stokely doesn't come out there. Sky Blue comes up on the AEW Tron, and turns out she attacks her from behind, and we get the match set up for later. Again, I like Sky Blue's work. Other than that, this is a complete AEW or WWE type segment. This Jen Peppermint or whoever Peppercorn, Wendy Peppercorn, I don't know who they got writing this thing, but they're writing it like WWE when it's not WWE. I watched an interview with Soraya where she's like, yeah, in AEW they don't write out promos for us at all. She goes, at least in WWE you got bullet points or you got a script. AEW doesn't do anything. Well, this is what happens when you have a scripted promo segment in a company or on a show full of non-scripted promo segments. It doesn't work. Let's see here. Swerve Strickland with Prince Nana defeating Killswitch. This was there. I mean, I did not like the finish of Luchasaurus, Killswitch, whatever we're calling him this week. I did not like the thought of him kicking out of Swerve's finish like that. Nobody should be kicking out of the Swerve stomp. Nobody. Let me see here. They did the HBO House of the Dragon promo for this match, and they did that because all the big Warner Brothers executives were in attendance tonight. Let's see, then they cut to Tony Schiavone just randomly standing there. Tony Schiavone looks like he'd rather be anywhere else but there. For real. Tony Schiavone has that look on his face like, please call me Vince. Or, hey, can the Gwinnett Braves take me back to call baseball again? He just looks like he's not having any fun. It doesn't really sound like it either. But he announces that Tony Khan has made it official for tonight. Mercedes Moné will defend the title against Sky Blue. Moxley's backstage. He cuts a promo in the stairwell, putting over Rocky Romero, talking about how other people are going to Disneyland, but he has a full-on schedule because he's the IWGP champion. Easy for me to say. So he's got to go all over the place. The TV time of Chris Jericho's a giant tree in the ring looked like a kindergartner had done it. I did not like this at all. I didn't like any of it at all. Brian Keith coming to the ring. This whole thing is a dud. This whole thing is a dud. Except for the fact that Hook and Joe are involved. That's the saving grace, is that Hook and Joe are involved. I just wish they weren't involved with this. Because this was stupid. So then we see a video package with Stephanie Fakir. Excalibur puts her over. Reigning CML Women's Champion, New Japan Strong Women's Champion. And they keep, if I hear the term Forbidden Door one more time, I swear I'm going to lose it. Jon Moxley defeated Rocky Romero. This was okay. It was a typical Jon Moxley match. Nothing special. Nothing to write home about. But there you go. Moxley just gets the win here. Renee's in the back. She's talking to Samoa Joe and Hook. And basically, they just say, everybody exists on our time. We don't exist on everybody else's time. Don Callis gaining a member in Trent Beretta. I thought this segment was actually pretty good, thanks to Don Callis, honestly. And then, Trent beats up Orange, joins the Don Callis family. I actually like that aspect of everything. I would have preferred it if Orange Cassidy joined him. It would have been the logical step here to turn Orange Cassidy a little bit heel, but no. So, this ends up leading to Renee being backstage with Matt Menard and Daniel Garcia. Again, the audio issues made it as such to where you could barely hear what Daniel Garcia had to say. And basically, it was a nothing promo. He says he's going to take the international title off Will Ospreay. It's a nothing promo. Really nothing. Mercedes Moné defeated Sky Blue. It was very, very quick. I like Sky Blue's work in this match, but it came off as very much like a WWE style women's match. Again, the thing about AEW is everybody goes, AEW is supposed to be different, but yet WWE's fingerprints are all over this show. This match being one of them. I gotta be honest again. I like Sky Blue's work, but this right here it was meh to me. We knew Monet was going over, but still. Renee Paquette is outside the trainer's room. Stokely Hathaway and Chris Stanley run her off. This was really good. This was really, really good. Solid promo by Stokely, talking about how Willow Nightingale, he called her pathetic for being 30 years old and thinking Disneyland is a magical place. Hathaway said all this went boiled down to 4 weeks ago, and how Statlander said she wanted to be champion, and Nightingale didn't listen. He made a joke about how all these bitches around here, they call into work when they have a sinus infection, and I haven't even started talking about the women yet. So, and then Statlander grabs the mic and says, I'm sick and tired of being a bodyguard for people. I'm sick and tired of being, the one that is hunted. Now I am the hunter, basically. She's sick and tired of cleaning everybody's messes up. She's no longer a protector. Everybody's going to need protection from her. This was really good. This is probably one of my favorite things on the show. We see footage then of MJF returning. This was a huge mistake. I liked the video package. The video package was very well done. But not having MJF on this show is a dud. An absolute travesty to me. The top man in your company just made his big return. And yes, he's number one in that company. Regardless of who you want to sit there and go, oh, well, this person's wrestled this, and this person's wrestled that, and this person hasn't even had a match, and MJF hadn't even had a match yet. I don't care. He's the most over guy in the company. Go back and watch that pop. After he debuted, the pay per view went completely downhill and dragged for hours. The Elite celebrate Double or Nothing title win, and they're going to give the TNT title to Jack Perry, which I thought was logical. It's a logical move. But then Christopher Daniels, aka Adam Pierce 2.0, comes to the ring and says, "Hey, Tony Khan rehired me, and he gave me temporary EVP powers. So you guys have to do what I say, and we have to meet in the middle on everything, basically." And I kept waiting to myself, where has there been a bald authority figure? And oh, it's Adam Pierce. So clearly, you know, while it's a good thing and it keeps Tony Khan away from television, we got a third-rate Adam Pierce. Um, which I mean, I like Daniels' work. I like his promo skills. He's better than this. He's so better than this role. Why they're putting him in it, I don't know. It just makes him come off weak, in my opinion. It really does. Sorry, it's late. He comes off. I mean, he just comes off. I mean, instantly when I saw him, I'm like, oh, bald authority figure. It's Adam Pierce light. That's what that's what I got here. Okada. Okada is the best thing about this faction. From the fake crying to the shut up bitches and all this and that, Okada is the reason to watch this faction. Plain and simple. Nick and Matt don't even have to do anything. Just give it to the Japanese guy who clearly knows a little bit of English. Just let him cut the promos because he's better at it than you guys are. Swerve is backstage with Nana, and Nana's pointing on the wall. On the floor in the wall at the Key and Forum, they have all the acts that have performed there and the number of times. So he performs with Stevie Wonder, and he goes, "Nobody can see you out there, champ." Pretty much is what he said. And basically, they're like, "Go ahead. We don't care who we face. Who house, Swerve's house." Really good promo. Really, I love me some Prince Nana. But again, one of the good things on the show. Um, Next week, MJF returns, and we go backstage to Roosh, who applauds MJF's return to AEW. But he's a star here, not MJF. You mess with the bull, you get the horns. And let's see here. Trying to read these results. Let's see here. Yeah, I did like the MJF segment of how he returned. I thought that was really good. Um, Obviously, they had to trim that down a lot because MJF basically spoke in, he basically spoke in 4-letter words only at that return. So you can't really air much of what he said on TV. But I thought the narrator was good. Whoever that narrator is, use her more. And then we had um, the casino gauntlet match where I don't like the concept of this match. I really don't. But Will Ospreay wins. Basically, Jay White and Pac were the first two. Then Mystico came in. Will Ospreay then came in. Shota Umino, Claudio Castagnoli, Leo Rush 7, Orange Cassidy 8, and Hexero was number 9. And that's all that really came in was 9 people. And I thought it was really, really cool and innovative how they kept saying all 20 men don't have to enter this match. It could be over at any time. And they only got to 9. Out of those people, Leo Rush and Orange Cassidy were the only Americans in the match. Everybody else was a different nationality, which fits the Forbidden Door theme, which is awesome. I don't know if this is the right move right now, doing this for Osprey, he's got to lose right now. He's not winning that world title before Wembley. There's no way. No way he's winning that world title before Wembley, or even I don't even think he's winning it at Wembley, because it's like if you put him on there at Wembley, it's a very short title reign. So what's the point? You put him on that card at Wembley, and I guarantee you MJF is going to walk out next, challenge him for the title, and beat him at the next pay-per-view. That's what's going to happen. But yeah, this Battle Royal here, or this gauntlet match, whatever you want to call it, was pretty good. A lot of car crashes, a lot of move, high spot, high spot. It's definitely a spot fest match. If you like that sort of thing, go out of your way to watch it. There were some really cool moves in there. It was nice to see Jay White interacting with some of his old New Japan teammates, as it were. Nice to see Mystico in there, the former Sin Cara, which I don't think it's the same guy playing Mystico as played Sin Cara. They do that a lot in Mexico. You'll see a luchador wearing like a Mystico outfit, and then 2 years later they got somebody new in the outfit, but you're not supposed to tell that they're new because they're under a mask, even though the tattoos don't match up, the muscle definition doesn't match up. But that's how they do it down there in Mexico. They don't care about storylines or continuity. Oh, just like AEW. I'm not gonna lie, Osprey versus Swerve is gonna be a hell of a match at Forbidden Door. I don't think I'm gonna order the show though, because if this is any indication, the audio problems are just too much for me now. The audio problems and the mixing up with the international and continental titles, it's a sign that you have too many titles. How about investing some of that money into your production so that we're not getting random video packages, or we're not getting one, video package when you think we're getting another, and we maybe could hear the people backstage cutting promos. It just boggles the mind. My grade for this show overall was a solid B minus. A lot of things I didn't like, but there were some really good things on this show that I did like. The MJF video package being one of them was really, really good. The Statlander Stokely paper promo, very, very good. Sky Blue versus Mercedes Moné, it was all right. I mean, go out of your way to watch Sky Blue. That's all I could say. I know I did a video about her, a couple videos about her, but that's a separate issue. When it comes to being in that ropes, in that 20 by 20 ring, as Steve Austin would say, that's all that matters. And that right there is she's awesome. Stephanie Vakir, I'm intrigued. She did come out after Mercedes' match, doing the hold up the belt. No, okay, I'll hold up my belt. Blah, blah, blah. Which belt is better? Blah, blah, blah. Nice looking woman. Can't wait to see how she works. I've heard she tears the house down. Anyway, folks, that is my Double or Nothing. Double or Nothing. Golly, man. It's time for me to go to bed. AEW Dynamite review. We'll see you down the road. Talk about production glitches. Jeez, I need to get my shit together.